Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to the Bull City Hangout 5-6. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then I invite you to join me on camera to shoot the breeze or share information, whatever you want to do. So let's get started with the school tools page, as always, because it is lunchtime, and young people ages 18 and under can get free bagged breakfasts and lunches at these particular schools until 12:30. And also I might mention that adults can get non-perishable food supplies and also family-style casseroles. So until 12:30, you can get these from Bethesda, Eno Valley, Githens, R.N. Harris, Hillside High School, Parkwood, and Sandy Ridge. And from noon until 1:30, you can go to Burton, Lakeview School, Shepherd, Southern High School, and Southwest. Alrighty, and let's see. So today's Wednesday, so those other schools don't count, at least for today. Alrighty. Speaking about lunch, here's another place that you can get free lunch for your kids. Believe it or not, Chicken Hut, they have partnered with Healthy Start Academy. So when you go to Chicken Hut to get your meal, you can pick up a free meal from the people at Healthy Start, which are right there in the lobby of Chicken Hut. They're giving away boxed lunches for kids. So you can go in there. You don't have to make a purchase, but of course it helps Chicken Hut because you want them to stay in business as well. So it's a nice partnership. Chicken Hut and Healthy Start Academy every day, every weekday from noon until 2. All righty. And let's see. Today is Wednesday, and so that means that tomorrow, Grace Church of Durham will be giving grab and go meals for kids, curbside service. That's usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11:30 until 1:30. So that means tomorrow. Free lunches. All right, now, also on the school, I'm looking at the school tools page, by the way. That's what it looks like. You can go to durhamskywriter.com, scroll down or click on school tools, and you'll notice old information too from last month. As you know, the first week is where the old information gets replaced with the new because it's an active website. So here's some new information for Moorhead Planetarium and Science Center. They have something called Moorhead at Home. That's what do you call it? Virtual online events for students. So tomorrow they're going to have something called Sky Watching. Anyone out there? I'm telling you about this now because it's before noon. So tomorrow from 10 until 10:30, the younger students, I think it's for grades 5 and under, they can attend again. Sky Watching, anyone out there? And this is where they can learn how scientists explore the skies, how they identify other solar systems, and also how they search for signs of life on other planets. It's on Zoom, and so the link can be found on the school tools page. Alrighty, and now let's go to Village of Wisdom. So Village of Wisdom has a discussion group. It's Wisdom Wednesday, the time for the Black Genius discussion group. That's going to be from 3 until 4. That's today. And this is where Black parents and families, they talk about education, how to keep the kids on point. Hey, Karen, very happy to have you. You can join me after I make these announcements. Happy to have you. She's from Biz Chicks, by the way. So this is for Black parents and families, children, whatever. They get to talk about education, how to navigate the school system, how to instill racial pride in their kids, and social justice. It's all encompassing. So check that out. The link to sign up and also to watch and to participate can be found again on the school tools page. Alrighty, and now let's go to the To Your Health page. And there's one item I wanted to tell you about. I told you about this yesterday. I'm not going to repeat it every day, but I'm just going to, every now and then I will mention this. That Durham now has one spot for coronavirus testing. It is at an old Walgreens. It is at, let's see, I have the address down here somewhere. 3798 Guest Road. It's right a couple of doors down from the new Walgreens. So this is at the old Walgreens where you can go in, or you can't really go in. It's like a drive-through, but basically you have to first fill out a form and make sure that you can qualify for this free test. In fact, Beverly Meek took the test yesterday. She went online on Facebook and told us that she does not have coronavirus, but she did get tested there. So she said it wasn't difficult at all. So if you want to read more about that, you can just go to the To Your Health page of the Durham Skyrider. All righty. And Curtis is here as well. Curtis Brooks. Everybody's jumping in. Hey, Curtis, you can join me as well. Let me make these quick announcements, though. Okay. So let's go to the Garden Shed page. And actually, you've seen unboxings, right? This is an enveloping. I don't even know if that's a word. But remember, I've been telling you about where you can write in to Keep Durham Beautiful, and they would send you sunflower seeds. I got my seeds, so let's look at them. Of course, Earth Day stamp, and on the back, I love the earth. I hope it's not reversed. Let me know if it's reversed. Leave it in the comments below. Okay. Oh, the letter opener is my great aunt Emma's letter opener. This is historic. She was born in 1905. I used to visit her all the time in the Bronx. She's originally from Augusta, Georgia. Love her very much. She died at age 96. So there's not much that she left behind. She was very poor. So at least I have this to remember her by. Okay. And Karen says that, hey, Marcella. She's asking if parents are informed of my daily sessions. I sure hope so. I try to invite different groups and let them know. Yeah, and I appreciate, help me get the word out because I am trying to tell as many people as possible. So I got a lovely letter from Keep Durham Beautiful explaining what they do and also with instruction on how to take care of and how to plant my sunflower seed. Of course, they're also reminding us of all the wonderful work that they do. You know, they help clean the streams and water beds with the help of volunteers. They give away lots of bulbs, seeds. They encourage people to keep Durham beautiful, obviously. And it's just a wonderful organization. Shout out to Tanya. So here's the sunflower seed mix. That's the envelope. Oh, wish I had a drum roll. So let's open them up and see what they look like. This is my first unboxing, if you want to call it that. Wow, well sealed. Ooh, I don't even know if you can see these. Oh, there they are, sunflower seeds. They're beautiful, a bunch of them. Oh my God. And you know, these things grow to be like 8 feet tall. So a lot of families on the south side of Chicago used to grow these, especially like in the Mexican communities. And they always look so joyous. So I'm going to put these at the side of the house because if they were in front, my house is so small, I think you'd drive by and miss my house if I planted my sunflowers in front of my house. So there you go. Now, very quickly, and again, thank you, Keep Durham Beautiful, for those gorgeous seeds. I will take pictures of the sunflowers as they grow, and I will post them on Facebook and then the Durham Skyrider on the Garden Shed page. All righty, now let's go to the Let's Go page. And there's a couple of items there, a couple of events happening today. Let's go down to May 6th. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, I already told you about the Village of Wisdom. Okay. Yes. Fit with Mommy Lou presents Wednesday Friends Day. Dance for Relief. That is this evening from 6 to 6:35. This is where you just shake off all of your stress, dance to music, and just have a wonderful time. It's a free event, of course, but it's happening online, and the link can be found on the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page. Now, if you're able to give a donation of $3 or more, you don't have to, but she would graciously accept it, and she has a different charity that she makes these donations to. She doesn't keep any of the money. They go directly to the charities that of her choice. So there you go. That's going to be tonight, 6 to 6:35. Friends Day Wednesday, Dance for Relief. And one more event, another Moorhead Planetarium and Science Center event. This is for, I guess, general audience. The Carolina Science Cafe is this evening, the science of connection and living well during pandemic times. It's going to be tonight, 6 to 7. Dr. Barbara Fredrickson and staff members from the UNC Positive Emotions and Psychophysiology Laboratory, they're going to be leading a discussion on the impacts of social distancing and mask wearing on our everyday lives and whether they'll have lasting effects, how it affects our thought processes, how we live our lives, et cetera, et cetera. So that should be interesting. I'm definitely going to check that out. It's free, of course, and the Zoom link can be found on the Let's Go page. And I think that's pretty much it. Just a quick heads up, the Durham Arts Council, they're going to have a flip-flops workshop in honor of Mother's Day. It's going to be tomorrow from 2 until 3. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Okay, weather report. It is 66, partly sunny. It is perfect. Go out for a walk. Don't forget your mask. At least dangle it around your neck. And what I do when I go walking, I have it like dangling on my neck, and then I'll flip it up if someone comes close to me. That's how I do it. It's going up to 69 today. So beautiful. And then tomorrow, 69 and sunny. I think it's going to be sunny. I think it might be cloudy tomorrow, but the rest of the week, sunny. So if somebody wants to join me, let me throw the link there in the chat. Boom, there is the link. And if any of you would like to join me on camera and shoot the breeze, I'm going to shout out, I don't know if everybody's still here, but I do want to shout out Karen, Curtis, Marcella, and anybody else who wants to come join me on camera. It's easy. We're only talking among friends anyway. After all, this is Facebook. It's not like it's Periscope where you're talking to the entire world. But if you'd like to join me, I welcome you. Just click on the link there. And I did want to mention that today is National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls. I forgot to mention that. So if you want to read more about that, there's a lot of stories online about that as well. So you can get educated on that topic. Okay, so if nobody's going to join me, Coach Karen. She's going to join us. Let us welcome Karen.
I like the little video. That is so cute.
That's a new feature.
Pardon?
That's a new feature.
It's so cute. I can't help but pop in for a minute. I'm like, this is so cute.
I did Fraser. Actually, I did that when Fraser Ramsey visited a couple of days ago. He was wondering how I did that. There's an app called Ripple, RIPL.
Oh, I was thinking it was Wave. Okay, RIPL.
Yeah, and so you type out the words that you want, and then you can choose the font and what the words do in the background, and then you can add the music. They have the music.
It.
Yeah, and so if you use the free version, you end up with their logo
right
at the end. But I never let it end. So
smart. Yeah. I know you're trying away, Pat.
I'm a cheapskate.
Yeah.
But that's how I did that with our. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but Ripple. So how are you?
It's so cute. Oh, I'm good. I'm just popping in. I was like, oh, Patty's all reading because I just finished with Biz Chicks. That's what it is.
Right. Tell us what Biz Chicks is.
Biz Chicks is two ladies that come together that really helps you start your business. They're like, if you're starting and you don't know what to do, you have the idea, you want to see it shine, but you're not sure, the Biz Chicks. And they have us, I'm one of the co-hosts on Wednesdays, but they have 5 of us that gets in there and just talk about different things. Coffee Monday, Tuesday is Terry Johnson with social media. I'm with Money and Mindset on Wednesday. Healthy Habits on Thursday with, her name went up long to me, but
Robin.
Yes, Robin. And Friday it's Tech, where Terry and Fran is back in there, and introducing all the new tech stuff or apps or whatever is happening. And when I find new apps, I hop on and share. But
Definitely.
I've been busy working on other things, so I haven't been in on a Friday for a long time.
Well, I'm going to tell people of a new app. I haven't used it yet, but in my walks, with it being springtime, I see a lot of beautiful bushes and plants, and I don't know what they are. And I've been taking pictures of them with the hopes of eventually, when the Cooperative Extension Office opens back up, that I could show them the pictures and ask what the plants are. And then somebody told me, well, there's something called Plant Snap. And apparently you can use the pictures that you take, and then I guess you use the app to identify the pictures.
That's nice.
The plants in the picture. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, I just downloaded it just a minute ago. So.
But it's nice because then you get to use it. You can showcase it on your show one day, talking about your walks and what the name of the plants and that sort of stuff. It's something else,
right?
Right?
Exactly. I also wanted to point out real quick: 6 people can appear on camera at the same time. So if you see Karen and say, "Darn, you can still join."
Yes, you definitely can still join. And the more the merrier. It's lots of fun when we're discussing with a couple of people hanging out. I
Definitely.
do that on Fridays. I try to get a few people in. Some people come on, sometimes not. But I love StreamYard for this.
StreamYard is awesome.
You don't have to go anywhere. You can also share the screen if you had something to talk about. So I love StreamYard for that.
Exactly. I do too. I thought of you when watching this video. And I said, I wonder what Karen would say about this, because you're an expert in money and in encouraging people to, how do you put it, know their value.
For sure.
Now check this out. There was this lady. She was on, I can't remember if I saw it on Facebook or YouTube. I think YouTube. So, and I'm pointing out that she's Black because Black people do this often. So this lady, she was a medical professional. I think she was a nurse, not a doctor. I think she was a nurse. Anyway, she invented this mask that is, now the NC or ND or whatever the letters are, the mask 95, the approved for professional use. It has a 90, it's like 95% effective. Well, she invented a mask that's like 99% effective.
Yes, I saw it. Somebody talking about it was right here on Facebook. I saw a video.
Okay. Well, maybe it was Facebook where I saw it. But she's using different materials, and she's saying that she doesn't want to be rich. She just wants everyone in the medical field who needs masks to be able to get these masks in case their hospital runs out. And then people are like, why do Black people always not want to make money and just, something wrong with volunteering and doing things for free. I think it's wonderful. But people are like, what's wrong with her getting a patent and making at least a royalty or whatever you would call it?
At least. She doesn't have to actually be the one who manufactures it over time, but at least get it under your name. And I say this to my mom all the time, that is the biggest problem with us, because it's a mind thing. That's why it's this thing that has been handed down, if you will, or everybody knows about it. This big, quiet, loud, but still quiet secret. That because most Black people are born into Christianity, and it was drilled in. I'm going to speak for myself and the people I know. That money is bad. It's evil. When you have too much of it, you behave a certain way. That's why rich people do this. That's why rich people do that. And so automatically, whether you understand it or not, subconsciously, you don't want to be that person that you think that rich person is or was. But you don't even know that that's what you're thinking. It's so drilled into you that by the time you catch yourself, there's so many great things that Black people has invented, continue to invent, and they're never recognized of it because we said before anybody, I don't want to be paid. I don't want to look greedy. I don't want to be rich. And so we stopped whatever was coming. Wow. God blesses us, and you are the manager. And if you're not a good manager, then you don't keep getting. That's the
Hmm.
truth. You don't keep getting. You have to manage what you have. And some people are afraid of managing their money. And so
Okay.
they put up this front. I don't want it. It grows on tree. I used to say, I agree, money do grow on tree. The tree give the paper that made the money.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah, exactly.
It does grow a tree.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I, I'm glad you said that because I was wondering when I read that. I said, "What would Karen say about this?"
Oh, I had a
Because
lot to say.
there's nothing wrong. Now, this is something has happened in between. I guess my generation, your generation, and the generation of kids. I guess rap has been around for years, but they're always talking about stacking paper and making money. It's like the concentration is on making money. So obviously there was a break in the communications
Yes, they,
between.
they, they went, oh, okay. I
It's
think
like
what
over the
happened,
top.
yeah, they went to the extreme, to the other side, because they
Mhm.
didn't want to be in the poorness that they seen and grew up in. So they went all the way over. The thing about poorness, it has nothing to do with the money you make.
Mhm.
The poorness comes from the feeling that is deep within. When you are poor, you are not money poor first. You are just poor in your being.
Mm.
Hurts the poorness in you. So you can stack them high with money. There's a part of you that cringe and is still poor. As a part of you
Oh,
can
I got
be
you. I
in
got you.
abundance with all
Yeah,
the money stacked next to you.
I got you. I got you.
But
Good.
it helps the brain at some point if you lean in there like, oh, but I got all that money, good, I got all that money, I don't
Yeah.
have to worry anymore. And that's when anything happens, you freak out and you start, you know,
Hmm.
going crazy because you're gonna lose the only thing that signifies to that part of your brain that I am rich. When in
Hmm.
truth you're scrambling and you watch this cheapskates, right? You ever seen the cheapskates?
No, but I've heard.
Oh my gosh, just gross.
Oh, okay.
Question I have for it. And my dad was a cheapskate, by the way, but not never to that extent. He was a cheapskate. He'll find things that was on sale. Nothing was
Mhm.
wrong with that. That's why he was
Oh
wealthy.
yeah, being frugal is good.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. People think when they talk about money, I mean they should. No, you should live below your means because it helps you to get to where you want to be. You should give. You should live in a certain manner that it allows you to be the best you could be, happy,
Hmm.
contented, and
Hmm.
good in your feeling and your spirit, living abundantly. But that doesn't mean you have to do certain things that's going to stretch you that if disaster happens, you can come
Hmm.
back. Or
Hmm.
you feel you
Hmm.
can't come back because you can always come back. But that feeling of you've gone too far. How do I cross
Yeah.
that big ocean to get me back over here? I
Yeah.
want to get there, especially if you grew up struggling. Most people are rich because they grew up struggling. And you put a nail down, you said, this is not gonna happen to me. I will
Hmm.
not do that. I do not like this. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, and
And
I don't
and
want to stay this way. So I'm pushing.
and I think very often they make a promise to themselves to get a fancy car
Mhm.
to show off that they made it. And there's nothing wrong with that,
Nothing,
but if
nothing.
you can't really afford it, then it's not a
Then
good
you
thing.
don't get it. When I had
Yeah.
my first TV, I was so excited because I never had a TV. I was
Hmm.
26. I lie. I was 28 when I had my first TV because we didn't have
Wow.
TV in there. So I just never grew up with TV. Then I got a TV and I watched the TV until 2 or 3 in the morning, day after
Hmm.
day. And then one day I looked at myself and I said, Karen, this is why you didn't need TV. I'm not gonna lie, I just loved it. What
Yeah.
happened when I was watching the TV? I stopped studying. My
Mm.
studies just went to the side because I would just watch show after show. Once I come in from work, I watch a show, and I tell people a story. I sewed a dress to fit the TV, and I literally locked the TV in my dress, and I wouldn't watch it Monday
Mm.
to Friday.
Ooh.
I would only allow myself Saturday evenings because
Mm.
I'm like, if I don't pass this exam, I can't watch TV.
And you can't blame the TV.
Right?
It's just sitting there.
Exactly. But I didn't have the
Mm.
control when I first get the
Hmm.
opportunity to watch. So
Yeah.
I was really out of control and I had to rein it in and it paid. It hurt me to see the TV. I'm paying for cable, but I can't
Hmm.
watch it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
But
know,
you did the right thing.
I have
Um,
to.
And I always was taught that money is a tool. It's not
Hmm.
something to lust after. Or and when you have money, you can, well, this is where I was brought up. If somebody needs it, you give it to them. I'm not just any stranger on the street, but I like my sister and I help each other. If she and we're both struggling, but if she needs help, I help her. If I need help, she helps me. And that's just the way we're brought up. It's not like I'm living great and my sister is in trouble.
Right,
You know what I mean? We
right,
weren't brought up like that.
right, right. I wouldn't do that. I mean, if you were into drugs and stuff, then you will get my money. But if it's just hardship that's happening, yes,
Hmm.
I will. Because if I
Yeah.
did it and you were doing anything that wasn't right, then I'm encouraging you. I'm being a supportive of your bad habit. And
Mm.
I just couldn't afford to support that. But I
Yeah.
agree. You don't want to get so stingy that you don't want to lust off of it. I'm just going to say that, just as you said. You don't
Right.
want to lust off of it. You want to build it. You want to create it. You want to give some away. That's
Yeah.
part of the fun of
I mean,
it.
it's just
It's such a
money.
good feel, good spirit when you could actually give
Hmm.
somebody something. I know, it makes me feel good.
Definitely. Now, give us some, if you don't mind, because you're coach, Karen. So, so give us some hints on how we can learn, because a lot of us are starting new businesses now. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that when
Mm-hmm.
businesses open back up, they might not be rehired. Some people are already expressing a lot of fear about that on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair is
if
a rare boy.
so, fear is a good motivator.
Yes, yes.
Instead of
People
sitting
are
there,
afraid of fair, but fair is good. People should.
I have a friend back home who has that same fear, and we talked about it. And I said, I think you might be right, because what often happens when you are the oldest employee, the highest paid, and it happened to me too. They'll let you go knowing that they can bring in someone younger at half the salary. You
That's
know,
going to save the company. And my husband don't
so
like when I say this, but I always look at it from the company point of view, right? And when you look, yeah, because I'm a businesswoman, I look at their point
okay.
of view because it helps me to be better in me.
Hmm.
When I get a job, I always look at it from the company point of view. It helps me as an employee. I
Hmm.
don't be suffering and worry because when I get to a job, I look around, I'm in the joy. I ask myself how much years I want to be in the job. It's never if they're going to let me go. That's how I do things. And then I look at what I'm supposed to learn from this job because that's the reason why I'm here. And
Okay.
when am I going to exit? And why am I going to exit? And how am I going to save the exit? And so for you, if you're in a job right now, if you're listening and you're in a job right now, and you're not sure what's going to happen, it doesn't happen already. And if you didn't save money, it's you are where you are. I'm not here to batch you or anything. What I will tell you though, this is the time for you to learn from what has happened. And I don't care how old you are. This is whether you're old or young, I don't care. This is what you need to really understand. If you are going to look for a job again, that's okay. When you go back in, your only mission is to live off of 70 to 50% of whatever you earn. Yes, yes, double yes.
Wow.
Straight out of college, a friend and I, we went to college together. We started working at the same place together after we had our little crazy jobs. And she'd ask me within the second month, because she knew I always thought about money. And she's like, even before I was coaching,
Wow.
she said, Karen, I want to buy a house, but there's like this, how are we going to do this with this money we're making, right? Money wasn't bad, but I said, well, you live on 50%. And she's like, are you crazy? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, we live at 50%. She's like, my fiance, my husband to be like steak, so we have like 3 steak nights a week. I'm like, send him to me.
Whoa.
You
Three
can
times.
only, yeah, you can only have steak once a month. She goes, I can't tell him that. I'm like, send him to me. I can tell him. I'll give him
Wow.
that. And we started out, we used to make about two 2200 take home net pay. And
Okay.
I remember saying to her, we can save $1,200 every month. Could you imagine at the end of the year, 12,000 is what, right? And I kept
Whoa.
telling her that. And she's like, there's no way we could do that. I'm like, yes, we could do it. No, yes, we could do it. So we did. We did. Like,
Cool.
sat down and we just put everything down what we need, what we want. We categorize it. We made a budget and we stuck to it. We used to give ourselves $10 a week. That's it. If you spend it out on Monday, you broke till the next week. Didn't matter what happened.
Wow, that's discipline.
You got to discipline yourself. So if you are going into a new job and this happened to you, this is what you need to do. Okay, let's say you want to start a business and you have no money.
Mm-hmm.
Look around and see what you really would like to do. This is the time. People see this as a hard time, but this is the time to sit down and say, what do I really, really would like to do? And how would me doing this change somebody's life? How would it help somebody? And
Mm-hmm.
write everything down. Just write it down. No fancy. Just write it down, write it out. And then give it 48 hours and go back to it. See if it
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. And if it doesn't make any sense, put it aside and do it again. And do it again. Do it again
Mm-hmm.
until it starts making sense for you. You've got days. Sit down and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then each, let's say you did a bunch and you got pick 3 of them that you really, really like, put a number that it would cost to develop that idea. Because it's
Okay.
going to cost you money. Even if you don't have money, it's going to cost you money.
Mm-hmm.
If you
And I'm thinking if you're doing that, then you will be able to conquer that what we talked about as a Christian ideal of not caring about money. Because once you find out how much it's going to cost you to start your business, then maybe that will allow you to charge enough for your business or your service and not feel that you're being chasing evil or something, right?
yeah, you're not gutting
Or
anybody.
charging what you're worth.
Exactly, because you're going to go pay it somewhere anyway. Anytime you find, I always caution people, anytime you find something cheaper somewhere else and you're thinking it's really cheaper, please, please look at how much ounces or pounds or whatever's in that bag and really calculate to see if it's cheaper. If you want to learn, look at the coupon people. They always look at see if buying the large makes sense or buying so many small. They really, what coupon is not only about clipping and making money. I don't think you understand. It's a psychology about couponing. It's a serious business. I've never done it, but I watch it.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
want you to learn the thinking. And I watch the people who make sense. So there's a bunch of people who do things but made no sense. But the strategic planners, those are the ones I was interested in because they understood that maybe the package for the big ones sound more cheap, but if you bought 6 of the small because how much is in the small, it made more financial sense.
Oh,
Those
sure.
are the people I watched that. Those are the people I paid attention to and how and what they do after they got the money, after they save the money. So for the people who said, I saved $5,000 this month from not buying groceries, what did you do with the $5,000? Did it actually come into your hands? Did you invest it? Did you help somebody? What did you do with the money? Because if you didn't receive the money, you didn't make $5,000.
I got you.
You didn't make it. So those are the things I watch out.
And when it comes to shopping, I wanted to point this. I know you're in Canada, so this might not be the same for you. But when you go, I don't know if you buy sugar, but go to the grocery store and try to find a 5-pound bag of sugar. I don't know if anyone's noticed, they're all 4-pound bags now. It's the same price, but what used to be a 5-pound bag of sugar is now 4 pounds. Go to the grocery store and check it out for yourself.
This is how companies understand. That's what I said. If you get a job, always pay attention to your company. Don't fight about your position and how much you're paid. Leave that alone. Pay attention to the company, not the culture. No, the company. You're going to learn some things about why you're in that job, why they're paying you what they're paying you. That's your job, actually, to pay attention to that specifically. It's going to help you stop whining and complaining. It can help you instead make a plan and how to move. If you want to move. Okay. That's what it's supposed to do for you. I often say, when I got my first job, I'm like, oh, I have to make it a move so that somebody else can come in this position so that they can also move so somebody else can come. That's how I thought about it. It wasn't a big job. It was washing dishes. But I was in that job, you won't believe it, Pat, so not contented, but contented for the moment and time that I needed the job for.
Right.
That was it. So people always would ask me, how come you always singing and so happy and you washing dishes? I'm like, well, if I don't wash your dishes, you guys can't serve, so you can't get paid. So I kind of like the big thing in here. And people used to laugh at it, right?
Oh, no, that's for real though. look at all the employees now that used to be treated so poorly. Now they're considered essential.
Essential workers.
Now they're essential.
We're essential workers because
they're always essential, but they weren't recognized.
No, and I used to tell them, I said, when I don't have a dish for you, okay, this session I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna wash them right away. Let's see what you're gonna do. You're waiting on the dish, aren't you? Right.
Whole business falls apart.
Yes. Just because a couple of dishes wasn't washed, the kitchen is slowed down. They can't cook because all the pots are in there. The cooks are not washing it. The dishes can't be served on because I didn't wash it. Just want to make my point. Okay, now we good. I'm back to wash it. You have to know you got to know your value. You got to really see it. One of my biggest things that I used to really roll up in there, I used to ask friends of mine, and they're like, you can't say that. I'm like, yeah, do not look at this job that I'm a black girl in this job. Look at this job. I am in this job, and I can't believe how they're so lucky to have me.
Well, I never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, I don't care on that. Like, and I'm not going to be anything else but black. That's who I am. That can't change. And thank God it can't change because he knows I needed to be black. I'm loving it. So here's where I'm at. Okay, let's move on. So I'm like always thinking that they're so lucky to have me. And I know people say it's my ego. Maybe, who knows?
No, it's your value and your worth. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. I don't do anything halfway. I told my employees, I always say to them, clean like God is watching you because he is. So every time you feel like you didn't want to move the couch or vacuum under it, think about him peeking there. Don't worry that the homeowner would never move the couch. That's our job. You're being paid to do it. At this specific time. Yes, we're not going to move it every visit, but we're going to move it quarterly. So when the time reaches, you move the couch because we're going to charge extra for moving the couch. It's not a main clean anymore. It's a more deep clean. So we have to move the couch. And those things are important. And when you get a job, do it really well. Do it in only excellence. Not because how your boss is or your co-worker is not doing. No, do it very well so that you can be paid very well. So you can take that money and turn it into whatever it is you want to turn it to. Years ago, I listened to Oprah had a lady on, a white woman, and she adopted a black child and a white child because she couldn't have kids. And when she got sick, she left everything to them, obviously. And by then, she was a millionaire. And people say, how turn a millionaire working at a library? Well, if you're in Canada, librarians, by the way, get paid very well. But it's what she did with the money when she got paid that caused her to become a millionaire. It's what you do with the money that caused. So back to Pat's question. If you're really right now scrambling and have nothing, please look around and see what you have in your hand, and that's what you'll work with. Note that if you make $10 from making a mask, and I would sell them for 20, by the way, which means if you're selling them for $20, 10% will go to giving, 10% will go to saving, and 10% will go to investing. That investment money is to better your business, to grow your business.
Oh, but to buy more materials and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Material is going to come out of that $20, and then you're going to take out the labor, and you can see what's your profit. That's not where I am right now. I'm the first $3 are not yours. So you're just working with $17.
Okay.
The first $3 are not yours. 10, 30, right? And the reason you want to do that, it's because you want to invest in your self-development. That's your first investment, investing in you. The things you don't know, the things you want to learn, the things you want to grow from. That's what you want to invest in. When those things start paying off, now your investment becomes money to grow your money. But first, you need to know that to understand, because you need to understand you. One of the biggest things people want to overlook is understanding themselves. I got something coming out called Feel It, Find It, and Grow It, because you need to understand who you are, how you function. I can't function in chaos. So which means my office has to be clean and tidy. It drives me crazy. I won't be productive. So I have to keep it clean when I leave in the evening, because I would freak myself out when I come next morning. If my kids came down here and they were I'm going to be screaming. They know this, so it doesn't happen. This is my sanctuary. And so I know this about myself. You need to know about yourself. If you're not a saver, you're going to have to learn how to save. So maybe all you can save is $1. Just save the $1 every single day. At the end of the year, you have $365 for the year. That's it. That's all you can have.
There was a couple, they were friends of my parents, and the husband would empty his pockets of change and put it in a big jar in the closet. The wife would do the same with her purse, just the change.
Yes.
At the end of a year, they had enough money for a European vacation. They never looked at the jar. They never looked.
Yes.
They just dropped the money in,
Yes.
and yeah, they had
Yes.
enough to go to
Yes.
on vacation. Painless, very painless vacation
Yes.
because it didn't take anything to save for.
No. No, my mom, when I taught my mom how to save, she wanted to start and invest in a business. And I said, if you really truly mean it, then I'll teach you how. And she goes, what? I'm like, yeah, that's what you do. Every day you come in, we do X, Y, and Z, and this is the amount you have to put away every single day because she sold every day. But she never had any money. She didn't have savings. And I said to her, I'm going to teach you how to do this. And she said, okay. She said, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of didn't believe when you told me, but I said, how is it going to hurt? The first thing we saved for her was her passport. We got her a passport, get a picture taken out. She never had a passport, got that done. We got her saving for her plane ticket. Then I had her saving for the investment to make the trip. She needed money. And we saved daily. And she had to learn how to see that money. And even if she felt like she didn't have enough for over here, I allow her to figure out what she needs to do to make that work, but she can't touch what we're saving over here. That's why I wrote the 13 money principle, because I really wanted people to see how if you allow money to rule and take over your life, then that's what it does. But if you are in control, which you should be, then it doesn't do that. So, for instance, when you get rich, you don't go crazy and carry on because you were always in control. So that doesn't change how you are. And that's important to know too with money. Sometimes people forget that, Money goes to your head because you're not in control. You let it dictate what happens.
Exactly. You center your life around it.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Now, you said that you look at your hands, what you have, see what you can have to work with. So here's an idea.
Okay.
and after this, I'm going to close off the show.
Yes.
But here's the thing: a lot of people have kids who love to draw. A lot of people like me love to design things. So, Barbara saying that Facebook is acting. It was definitely acting for me earlier. So I'll catch up with you later, Barb. Thanks for dropping in.
Hi.
So here's the thing. You can do T-shirts. Check out this shirt. Oh, let me move my hair.
Yeah, move your hair.
Durham, North Carolina's finest zip code.
There you go.
27707. So I designed that, but here's the thing. You can do T-shirts. It doesn't cost a penny. They have print on demand now. A lot of people used to print all the sizes, all the colors, and have boxes and boxes of the things in the laundry room. All you have to do is, it's like Amazon now, where you design the shirt, you choose the colors, you go to a site like, what is it? Printful is the one I like.
Printful, yeah. I was just going to say, I was looking at them yesterday.
They got T-shirts, they got sweatshirts, they got baby onesies, they got, I don't know what they do. They got everything.
They got everything because I wanted to get a poster printed up, and that's why I was looking at them.
It's wonderful because you set it up so that people, it's like going to Amazon. They go to, actually, you have to use Printful, but you need a store. So I actually have a website, and I will eventually add Printful to my website, to the Durham Skywriter website. So you can go to the Durham Skywriter store and order T-shirts.
Yep. And
no money exchanges hands. So you set the price of the T-shirt. They have to make, I'm trying to think, they have to make at least, I don't know, it's $10 or $8. I can't remember because I haven't gone through all the steps yet. But check this out. So you design the shirt, you set it up, they print the shirts, they take the money right off the top because people are ordering from them, not you. So if you set up the shirt to be like $20, most people are used to paying $20 for a specialty T-shirt, then they make their 10 or I don't know how much it is.
Whatever money they make.
They make their cut, and then you make whatever's left over.
All right.
They mail it out. They take care of the returns. If there's a flaw or the wrong size, they take care of all of it. Yeah. So you're not making a lot of money. You might make only a few dollars per shirt, but again, they're doing all the work.
And if
You've
you
done
market yourself right and you decide, okay, I'm making $5, and do I need to do 3 shirts per day? What kind of marketing do I need to do to sell 3 shirts a day?
exactly,
And then you do that.
exactly. There you go. So that's a good way to have something on the side. You
Mm,
might not be able to buy a car with the money for the first month, but I'll bet with all these young people, they're so talented. Kids nowadays are masters of the digital realm. I mean, they
yes.
can do all that stuff with digital.
Ooh, so much
I
stuff.
would I would say make partnerships with teens,
True.
kids,
Yes.
whatever. Make it a family business.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Have a
Because you
separate.
will be the manager because kids tend to go off a bit.
Well, the
You
cool
have
thing
to
is
provide.
you can set up a separate like a PayPal account.
Mhm.
Actually, you can do banking online too. There's online banks.
Yes. My
You
sister was surprised that her son had his own PayPal account. And I was talking to her and something he's saying in the background, he said, yeah, mom, I have my own PayPal. And she's like, when did you do this? Why would you need a
What
PayPal account? He's like, well, I told you about the thing. She's like, you got a little business? I was dying with laughter because
kids today?
she was like, I can't believe this guy got a PayPal account. And she wouldn't stop yapping about it.
I think it's wonderful,
Me too, right?
and
I was
it's
so
a, and
happy.
kids really they really do want to make their own money. I
They do.
mean, they of course they don't mind when parents give them money, but kids are excited when they make their own money.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. They feel really good. You helping them boost their confidence too, right? So,
Mhm. And teach them how to save, not spend it all on silly stuff.
yes,
But give them a little bit to play with
yes, I
and
agree.
save the rest.
I agree.
If they buy a PlayStation or whatever with their money, I mean, they'll take good care of it. I'll tell you that.
They will. They will. I haven't, even though, some kids are different. I have a friend who had an only child, and I remember she said, "Karen, my son just made $4,000," and I was like, "Who the hell did you make that kind of money?" He's like, "Mom, I make beats. He make beats." And she said he make beats, and
Man,
he was doing transaction. He was talking to the guy in the States and he was being back and forth. And he said to the guy, listen, I gotta talk to my lawyer or whatever. She's like, you don't have a lawyer. He goes, you guys have a lawyer, though. So I call the guy. Well, that bill. But she was
man,
laughing. She was like, what? He said,
he
yeah,
makes beats.
I make beats. So he says, Mom and Dad, if you guys go broke tomorrow, I got my university, at least the first year, ready to go. And she's
Mhm.
like, hell? He goes, yeah, I was making beats. Remember when you scream and tell me, go to bed at night? I go to bed and then I get it back once you gone to bed. So between 2 and 3 in the morning, when it's quiet and nice, he says,
Mhm.
he's making beats. And he been
Clever,
selling his beats to people.
nice,
But
nice.
his dad is a businessman. His mom is now in business too. So he said,
Mhm.
I've been watching you guys. I don't want to do what you guys are doing. And he's always been a little smarty pants. I used to keep telling them, because if they
Mhm.
say to him, go out and mow the lawn, he's like, okay, $5.
You
And
can't charge your parents.
he charges parents all the time. And they would give him because they thought it was funny. What they never realized it was he used to save it. So he took out
Mm.
his big stock of money and he's like showing his mom, he's like, this is all my $5. After I realized you guys would pay five, I went to the neighbor and they paid me 10.
That's a smart kid.
Smart kid, and he's going to study science and something he told me. He's really smart. He's a
That's
really
a smart
smart
kid.
kid,
I'm gonna tell
yeah.
you
Right,
one.
girl.
Let me tell you one more story. Then we got to go. But there was this kid in Atlanta, and he cut like you said. When you have a job, do a good job. This child, middle schooler, was cutting lawns, mowing lawns, but he was meticulous. He just
Mhm.
didn't, just run the
Yes,
lawnmower. No, he was trimming
he
and
was lining up and stuff.
oh
Right?
yeah, he was making it look fresh. Here's the thing. This kid made a lot of money.
Yes,
He charged top dollar. He made a lot of money. When
yes.
it came time for school,
Mm-hmm.
he hired adults while he was in school, but he didn't hire just any adult out of work. These adults had to be at least nearly as good as him
Yes,
because it was his name that was on the line.
yes,
So he had a staff
yes,
of adult lawn keepers
yes. And that's
on
how you
his
do it.
on his payroll.
Yes, Yes. Yes.
That's the
Yes.
smart kid. Middle
Yes.
school.
Yes. When you start, I started 9. You get clients. You
Mm-hmm.
get people to work for you. I wasn't strong in sales, and so I hired my sister, and then I hired my niece, and then I
Mm-hmm.
had about 7 people that worked for me before I came to Canada, like
Okay.
all myself,
Wow.
because I couldn't do everything, and
Mm-hmm.
I also taught garment construction and
Okay.
pattern design and that sort of stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
for 4 years. So I didn't want, while I'm teaching, I didn't make money. I'm always thinking about so I had people that sold for me and do all my prep work. So when I come in, I just put it together.
Nice.
When you are in business, you have to figure out how to learn your stuff really, really well. Learn how to teach it
Mm-hmm.
really well,
Mm-hmm.
because you want somebody to come in and duplicate you and let
Mm-hmm.
your business feel. That is
Mm-hmm.
when it's a business anyway. That is that you're not missed. Some people are afraid to feel like they're missed, but no. I know when I started my cleaning company, it was the sole purpose of my cleaning company was so that I could have a business where I could be paid, but I didn't have to do the physical work. I wanted to have 3 things lined up. One where I actually work, one where I get paid and I don't have to do the physical work, and then the other one was where, I got monetary money, which is like writing books and stuff, and that's still in the
Mm-hmm.
works.
Yeah,
I,
that second one is probably what they refer to as passive income, right?
Mhm. Passive
Okay.
income, but passive income is never just passive, which we all will like it, but it's never is. You still got to do
Mm-hmm.
work in it, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not just tedious day-to-day work. I'll say so. I could work
Mm-hmm.
2 days a week in that company, and I'm good.
Nice. Okay.
You know what I mean? And not 8 hours of work either. So.
Okay. I love it when you drop by, Karen, because you are really something else. You've got great ideas and knowledge and wisdom. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I like when we stop by too. We get good chatting.
Absolutely. So you're on every Wednesday on Biz Chicks on
I'm on
Facebook.
every Wednesday on Biz Chicks. I am in my group. Well, I took a pause because I'm taking some classes too. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to be in my group
Okay.
every day. So I gotta start that back up. And I got a program coming out in July. I'll tell you more about it as soon as I get everything together. I got a
Okay.
program coming out in July, the 4 work day. It's to
Okay.
help people save time and make more money.
Oh, are you going to promote it here on Bull City Hangout?
I'm gonna come and promote it here.
You're more than welcome to do that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Coach Karen, thank you so much.
I'll take care. Thank you
I'll
so
see you
much.
soon.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye. That was fun, as always. So, again, today in Durham, North Carolina, it's 66 right now, partly sunny. Actually, some big clouds up there. It's going up to 69. Tomorrow, it's going to be 69 and sunny. So, you enjoy this afternoon. Take a nice walk. I don't think it's going to rain at all today. Oh, there's the sun. So, I'm going to head out. So, you have a beautiful afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao for now, and I'll see you later.